Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today I am going to talk about the gravitation or gravitational field and to understand what is the gravity. For me, it is also a theory, you can say that, but for me, gravity is something which we can understand very easily. And as we know that there is a a law of gravitation, Newton law of gravitation, that every single body attracts every and another single body with the force which is directly proportional to their masses and inversely proportional to the distance between them. That shows something like that every body has potential of gravity to attract each other, but we human do not realize it or feel it because we are very small body and we exert very small gravitational field toward each other, although the big bodies they exert more gravitational attraction than the smaller one. So this is just something like if we say the gravity, for gravity there is not special kind of some particle in within the atoms. The people think that just like the boson or other particles present in atoms which are responsible for some other forces, but for gravitational force I think it's fundamental particle itself which are exerting the gravitational force. For example, if we see that this is some nucleus of an atom. If this is a nucleus of an atom, mm, this is the nucleus of an atom. If we say that this is the nucleus of atom, then within the nucleus, there are protons and neutrons. You can say that they should be like this, or if I draw more better picture, you can say that this is the nucleus and here is proton, neutron, another neutron, another neutron, another neutron, and you can say for atoms, for atom, for proton to not have like if you see here, if you see here, here you can say that there is one proton here and one proton here. For example, if you say that there are like these two protons, for proton to not repel another proton from the nucleus, there are electrons revolving each around each element, but we already know that if the atom is small then the electron would be small, and the probability would be like the structure mostly shown like this, and if more complex then like this and this. So proton is not, electrons are not like they are revolving in circle or around in 3D dimension in direction, everywhere around the nucleus, so that they can push proton inside nucleus and keep it inside nucleus. So why does these two protons do not repel each other while they are more bigger than electrons, and they should have overall more positive charge or whatever. Saying positive or negative doesn't mean that they are positive negative. There are some forces, you can say that attractive forces or repulsive forces, you can say that, but we have given them some names, so positive negative we can say that. Here if there are two protons they should repel each other, but within them there are neutrons, but there are equal number of protons and equal number of neutrons. So it seems very weird or very strange that For having proton at very distance, there should be 4 neutron within around the nucleus. Even if you see in 3D model, then there should be more than 4 electron or 5 electron. Like a proton should be surrounded with neutrons very much. Every area should be like surrounded by the neutron. So that is not the case, so that we can say that these neutrons, they are very suspicious. They people scientists say that they are neutral, but in we do not surely know that what kind of forces they have and how they are neutral, and what is the neutrality actually. We say that they are not proton, they are not electron which revolves around here, but because they have negative charge, they have positive charge, but these are forces, we have just given them names, and they are neutral. Maybe this is possible that they have both positive and negative charge, and they are polar. This is possible, but not very likely, because if there would be a negativity within the neutron, then they can have some effect on neutron as electron as well, which are outside. But there are some other forces, just like positive and negative within the neutron, and the neutron could be a polar, which will be like maybe just like atom, there is positivity in center, and around there are negativity, which keeps proton in rigid form and attracted within the stable within the nucleus. Otherwise these protons should expel each other, and they should exert very huge amount of force. These neutrons are the reasons these protons do not repel each other very hardly, and they are equal amount of these. Maybe there are some kind of relation between them, because they are not like this, so many around each proton, do not, so that the proton do not repel each other. So there could be a problem. There should be a theory, you can say that these protons actually keep attracted these neutron keep attracted proton within themselves, so that they cannot uh, exert so much repulsive force for other protons to go out from the nucleus. So there is something about these neutrons, what kind of forces they have, so that the nucleus, within the nucleus, the proton do not repel each other and do not let it go, or the repulsive forces make them unstable like this. And what it has relation with the gravity, there are another atom just like that on this side, if we say so, then this atom can also have the same kinds of properties like this. And we know that on earth there are different kinds of atoms, and there are most of the times reactions are occurring within the earth. So there are sometimes they are positive and sometimes they are negative, like they are charged. And being like that, atoms all the time having some kind of, you can say that, partial charge on it, so they attracts other atoms just like that with the force. Because of these protons and electrons and neutrons, they have some kind of polarity within themselves. Every atom has some kind of polarity within themselves, so they keep attracting other atoms, just like every Newton's law of gravitation, that every body attracts every other body. So even the atom is neutralized through chemical reaction, or being or just like noble gases, they are stable, and their outermost shell is complete, but they are not very much present in on earth. Most of the elements, they exist in the form of bonding. They form bonding to neutralize themselves. So we can say that there are always partiality within the atoms having partial charges on each other. uh, to me, that could be the reason for gravitational effect being so many atoms and so many elements present in some planet and or in star, to have that gravitational effect on other atoms, because there is always chemical reaction occurring, and there is always polarity, or you can say that ionization happening on like matter everywhere. So that could be the reason of causing the gravitational pull to attract other heavy bodies, heavy, very very heavy or big bodies toward each other. So it is possible that there is not some another element present here, oh sorry, fundamental or sub fundamental particle present within the atom, which is responsible for a gravitational force. Maybe the particles which are known, these fundamental particles, maybe they are the reason for uh, like uh, maybe they are the reason for having the gravitational pull toward each other, for the bodies or for the elements or for whatever these planets or stars are. So this is, in theory, this is another model for gravitation. Maybe this could be, tested through mathematical equations and other forms. And right now I could say that this theory is present there. And if scientists more look into this neutron guy in detail, in depth, maybe they will get answers why this strange kind of subatomic particle is there, and what is its real nature like. Why, even if it is neutral, what cause it to have neutrality, and within it, because this is a solid matter, within it, what lies within it, as we don't now know about electrons, what is within the electron, what is, because they are very tiny particles to analyze or to observe. So while performing some special kind of experiments, maybe we can find out more about these neutrons, and maybe they are the reason for gravitational pulls, or maybe these protons and electrons themselves are the chemical reaction occurring on some planet all the time, and on sun or on other stars, being partial partially charged at all the times, electron, if electron move this ways, and nucleus is like this, sometime electron goes there, the partial positive charge would be on this side, and when comes is this side, then the charge will be this on this side. So maybe that's why the earth or the bodies have a pull towards other bodies because of that. So even though they cancel out each other electron and neutrons, but still, because of the movements of electron in the in the shells, maybe they produce some partial charges within the atoms. So this is a theory we need to analyze, and for now this is enough. Next time I will come with some other topic to give some new ideas and theories. Let's see what will happen in the next video, what will be the topic. So until then, goodbye, take care.